Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the regular season finale of Howard Community College Lacrosse of the 2022 season, as the number 2 nationally ranked Howard Dragons will take on the number 8 ranked Delaware Tech Hawks in today's contest. So the national anthem has been played, and now we will celebrate the Sophomore Day festivities for today, as the Dragons' 11 sophomores will be honored. The 11 sophomores are Caleb Tatum, Chase Noah, Terrence Harmon, Brennan Tracy, Asher Minnick, Nick Pinto, Cole Blanche, Connor Gladstone, Brian Zajac, Philip Peterson, and Zachary Wentz. And what a class that is, as that constitutes as we have some technical difficulties trying to figure everything out. That is Philip Peterson there, and that will be Caleb Tatum walking out. As we go through this, let's take a look at the starters for today's game. For Delaware Tech, it is going to be on attack Brandon Tice, Connor Christie, and I believe I guess it's going to be Jake Taylor. We'll find out when they hit the field. On defense, it will be Riley Sapp, Regan Sullivan, and Ryan McCrary. And in goal for the Hawks, number 29, freshman Caleb Sechrist. Sechrist has started 11 out of the 12 games for the Hawks this season. He sports an 11.8 goals against average and a 54.7 save percentage. He has an 8-3 record coming to the year. For the Dragons, they have their normal starters in there, and that will mean that the starting attack of Brian Zajac, Caleb Tatum, and Zane Dalpy will camp out in the attacking zone for the Dragons. On defense, it will be the steadfast trio of Gladstone, Connor, and Loftus. And in goal, it will be Chris Peterson for the Dragons. Peterson, in 8 starts, has a 10.93 goals against average and a nation-leading 59% save percentage for qualified starters. Dragons, one of those rare teams that are actually led in scoring by midfielders for the most part. Starting midfielder Chase Snow, who's kind of flipped back and forth between attack and midfield. He leads the team with 46 points, 23 goals, 23 assists. Attacker Zane Delpy, he's got 36 goals and 9 assists. But then there's Philip Peterson with 21 goals and 18 assists. And Caden Brennan right behind him with 22 points on the year. For Delaware Tech, they've got some high scores themselves. Connor Christie, he comes in with 51 goals and 28 assists. Tice comes in with 42 goals and 9 assists. Those are the two to really look out for. They also have Matt Krakula on midfield, who's got 31 goals and 12 assists, as well as Jack Dennis. He's got 47 goals and 23 assists. So this is a very high-scoring Delaware Tech team, albeit against some opponents that are not at the top of the national rankings. On face-offs, it's going to be Bryce Wells, who's 132 of 189 from face-off this year, as well as Luis Savino, who is 97 of 168. So the two teams will meet at midfield. The Hawks in their all-green uniform. The Dragons in their home whites with the black shorts and the shiny gold helmets out there. So the two goalkeepers will come together, touch gloves after receiving some last instructions, and there they go, and will run to their respective goals. So the Dragons will be going from right to left on your screen in the first quarter, and the Hawks from left to right. Dragons versus Hawks, the regular season finale, as the two teams get ready for their respective regional tournaments coming up next weekend. It will be Harmon starting out for Howard in the face-off circle. And Howard will win the first one as Jack Slack is able to pick it up. But then the pass by Dalpy gets away from him, trying to find Zajac behind the goal, and it will be a quick turnover for Howard. This is Matt Haig, who is able to fight off the Dragon defenders and get the clear. This is Christie. Checked away there, and that will be out of play, and Howard able to force a turnover right back. This is Max Bruno, who is with the first midfield today, along with Peterson and Caden Brennan. The first midfield has switched up a little bit throughout the year. Brennan will drop that one as he mishandles the catch. Flipped up and still loose. Bruno will be the one to get it. He'll shoot wide. And that will not be backed up by Howard. And Delaware Tech will get possession once again. Flip forward by Sechrist. And so this will be Jack Dennis, who's wearing number 99 today. Typically number 19, but switching it up on us. Rolled across in the pass. Rogers came out to try to take it away, but a good job by Kevin Yandamel. Shot inside, saved as Tice got inside, but a great save by Peterson. It was knocked straight up, and Delaware Tech will get another chance at it. Another shot goes wide. That one by Priscilla. Taylor. Swung around to Dennis. Dennis with the shot, that's going to be saved. Peterson comes up with 2 early saves for his Dragons team, and here's Dakota Parker off to the races. As Howard will put in Brennan Tracy along with Philip Peterson and Caden Brennan. So Bruno gets taken out of the first midfield after 1 possession, and Tracy will take his spot. Brennan has that one tipped away, but it will stay in for Howard. And Coach Faust is not liking what he sees on his offense, and we'll call an early timeout. We'll take a break with them. Still tied 0-0 early in this game. The 2 teams get set again after Coach Eric Faust gave his team quite a rowdy remarks. After that, Tatum will try to force a shot on the jump shot, and that is easily saved by Sechrist. And after the timeout, I can't imagine that is what Coach Faust had drawn up. This is Riley Sapp, who's going to walk it up slowly, finds Dennis, and is able to get across the line. Priscilla. Dennis will try a long shot, gets knocked over on it, but a good save by Peterson. Pass across. And Howard will get the possession on the off-ball push by Delaware Tech, and will get a break. Dragons get settled in once again. Peterson takes on Wells, shot for the top right corner. What a ping that was. Philip Peterson absolutely painted the top right corner and just did it all by himself to get the Dragons on the board. So Peterson puts in his 22nd goal of the season as he's trying to chase down Noah for second on the team in goals. So it'll be Savino and Harmon once again. And Harmon just snags that one away cleanly. And here goes Harmon. He'll go for the high shot, and that will go just over the net. Harmon showing off the wheels, going towards goal, and now getting back to midfield to allow the midfield to come on. Face-off specialists have not been the strength of the Dragon years or so, but this year, the combination of Harmon and Wentz have certainly gotten that done. And look at Brennan Tracy just dives around his man, bounces one into the bottom left corner, and Brennan Tracy will double up the Dragons' lead. Tracy, his 14th goal of the season. There's actually a four-way tie on the team with 13 goals, so Tracy is the first one to be able to break through that one. As Delaware Tech will now switch up their face-off men, giving Bryce Wells a chance to go up against Harmon. Harmon trying to swipe away at it, still bouncing around, and Harmon is able to come back on the second try to grab it away. Harmon finds Rubling, and Rubling under no pressure at all. He's looking for someone to try to get it off to, and he does find Bruno. So good patience by the Dragons there. Bruno takes on Fuchs. Ball pops out. Fuchs wins that one. But Bruno able to come back and scoop it away. Flips it behind his back on the pass. Now Peterson trying to take advantage of the... Brennan didn't realize he had it in his stick, and then he figured it out and shot it right at the goalkeeper for an easy save. This is Michael Brumo, able to run across with the long pole and get the clear. Crisilla taking on Rubling. Good pressure by Slack to force the pass off, but it is going to be Nyandemo on the backup. Checked away. Rubling going for another one, but picked up by Tice. Great high ball pressure by the Dragons. Now they're double teaming at the midline. Flip straight up. And that will be a hold on the Dragons. Delaware Tech catches a break on that one, as it looked like the Howard defense was for sure going to cause a turnover on that one. And that will get a 60-second reset on the shot clock, which is important for Delaware Tech because they was ticking low on them. Nyandemo. Shot there, going for the bottom left corner. Another big save for Peterson, as Crisilla was denied. Loftus goes across the field. Tracy drops the pass. He was wide open and just couldn't snag it. Took his eye off it, probably trying to look upfield. Passing inside, another shot by Tice, saved by Peterson as he's able to get just enough of it to push it wide of the net. Just under 8 minutes left in this first quarter. Pass goes wide. Slack trying to push across Haig, but Haig able to have enough strength to keep up. Comes off the screen. Haig running around. Gives it up to Dennis. Christie taking on Gladstone. Christie backing his man in. He'll try for an off-balance shot, and Peterson, another save for him, as Gladstone put Christie on the ground after that shot. Tracy, oh, and nice move there as he puts Dennis on his rear end with the fancy footwork. Peterson takes on Fuchs. Back to Tracy. Tracy will fire one, and it goes wide. And Delaware Tech will take their first timeout. We'll take a break with them as well. Howard ahead 2-0 midway through the first quarter. .6:57 left in the first quarter. Dragons have possession after the Delaware Tech timeout. As we have some a technical malfunction at the scores table, but it has been fixed. And we are back underway as Zajac will run behind net. Comes off of the pick of Tatum a second time, a third time. Zajac didn't see what he liked and passed it off. Bruno dodges his man, finds Peterson into the middle. Peterson shot, goal! A great look by Max Bruno to find a cutting Philip Peterson right through the middle. And there was nothing that Sechrist could do about that one. So Peterson, his second goal of the game. Bruno gets his first assist of the game. And Howard makes it a 3-0 lead. Dragons now will switch up their face-off man as this time Bryce Wells will take on Zach Wentz. Stalemate at first. Wentz tries to flip it over. Wells goes backwards with it. Still no possession, and it will be Asher Minnick able to pick it up. Dalpy will go quick. Dalpy dunks it home. And give the assist to Asher Minnick for being able to make that play happen. Dalpy keeps his great season going. That is his 37th goal of the season. Leads the team in that category as it's actually Savino and Wentz that time, and Wentz able to come away with it. Wentz able to pick that one up, and another face-off win for the Dragons. Howard 5 for 5 from the circle so far in this game. Tracy had to climb the ladder, pick up that pass. Tracy looking to take on Savino. Tracy with the shot, saved by Seacrest. Tried to go low with it. Tracy didn't really move the ball around much on that one. He just decided to go for the early shot. Plenty of time left on the shot clock. Del Tech struggling to get across the line, and it will be a turnover as the 20 seconds to get across midline was not completed by the Hawks. And Howard will get another offensive possession. Dalpy will camp up behind the Delaware Tech net. He'll flip to Zajac. Tatum. Peterson from the top. Tried to pass it quick. Finds Tatum. Tatum will just flip it behind the goal to Zajac. Brennan. Inside to Peterson. What a pass by Caden Brennan. And Peterson able to slip his way once again through the middle of the Delaware Tech defense. And he will complete his hat trick in just over 10 minutes of play. So for Brennan, his first assist of the game. And it is a 5-0 Howard lead. And Delaware Tech will get their first face-off win. And they will set up their offense. Behind the goal now, it is Christie. Finds Tice. Nyandamo. Crisilla. Trying to work on Slack, but Slack just pushes him way away from goal. Great tight defense by the short stick defensive midfielder. Picks up the double team. Flips it over to Tice. Tice tries to get inside. Still Tice. Shot saved by Peterson. Chris Peterson is absolutely on his game tonight. I guess today it's the middle of the day, but it is now 7 saves for Peterson. Good long pass. Parker finds Slack. Slack up to Zajac. Zajac scores on the fast break opportunity. Jack Slack gets the assist on that one as the defensive-minded midfielders for the Dragons picking up the points today. A couple of assists for them. So both teams will switch up face-off men now. It's going to be Wells versus Harmon once again. Harmon trying to flip it around, still under, and referees will stop, and it's going to be called a kicked ball. Tatum to Zajac. Peterson, who has just taken over this game so far, gives up to Bruno. Bruno gets around his man, trying to look for a pass into the middle. Zajac will come back the way he went. Peterson swings around to Tatum. Tatum will go for a shot, and that will go wide. Zajac working behind the net. Curls around. Cuts it back in, but the ball is popped out. Good defense there by Jaden Arthurs of the Hawks as he poked that ball out. Hawks trying to get across for the clear, and they are able to do it. But now it's checked away once again. Still bouncing around. Shot there, and that's going to go wide, as Connor Christie couldn't put that on net. The Hawks did have the backup on that, but there are not many green shirts there to help out the attack, as now the midfield will come in to help. Christie tries to force a pass inside, and that's taken away by Bruno. Quick push by the Dragons. Zajac shoots low, finds the 5-hole of Sechrist, and Dragons score another one. So Bruno gets the assist on the fast break pass. Zajac with a goal, his second of the game. Harmon able to defeat another new opponent. As that was Ryan McCrary, the long pole. Howard now struggling to get across. Tracy loses it. Shot by Tice, saved by Peterson. As the Hawks are just seeing a brick wall in front of them. Push fast once again. Dalby into a wide open Tatum. Tatum able to fake high, shoot low. And Dragons are firing on all cylinders now. As is now an 8-0 lead. So it's going to be Wells and Harmon once again. Harmon trying to hold off his man. Minnick pokes it free, tries to run around with it, can't pick it up cleanly. Still a scramble for it. Off ball push there. And it is going to be Howard ball. Harmon dishes off to Dalby. And that will give an opportunity for Tyler Stradmeyer to get his first run in of the game. As will Steve Talbot, his first chance to get on. Number 30. Typically used as an attacker on the team. Gets a run as a midfielder. Talbot. Goes to Tatum. Tatum tries to flip it on a sideways shot, and that goes wide. 41 seconds left in the first quarter as the Dragons trying to extend their 8-0 lead. Tatum takes on Arthurs. Stratmeyer goes to the middle and tries to find Dalby on the pass and just went way high, and that will be out for a turnover. Long pass up. Look at the moves there of Matt Haig trying to get across, but then he does turn it over. Quick shot there, and that one will go wide. But that will be a successful quarter for the Dragons. They will lead 8-0 after 15 minutes of play. We will take a quick break and be back with second quarter action after this quick break. We are back for the second quarter here as the number 2 ranked Howard Dragons, a commanding first quarter, and lead the number 8 Delaware Tech Hawks 8-0. Wells trying to swipe it out from Wentz. Wells trying to chase it down. Wells will get it. A big hit there by Wentz, and flag will go down. Delaware to go on the fast break counter. Passed across, but good job by Tice to get control of that one. Looked like he was never going to get that under traffic, but able to get it. Dennis, good slip, inside shot, goal! Jack Dennis able to get the Hawks on the scoreboard as he dodged right through the middle of the Howard defense, as the referees tell us that the pushing penalty on Wentz is waived off due to the goal. For Dennis, that is his 48th goal of the season, second on the team. It'll be Savino and Wentz once again, and Rubling will come in and grab it with the long pole. Takes the pass, Rubling inside. Was looking to shoot, but decides to give it up instead. Bruno. Go towards the middle. Gives it off to Tracy. Tracy gets inside. Shot and goal as Tracy able to get over the stick of Seacrest and put it into the top shelf. Good play by him. Tracy, his second goal of the game. Wentz and Savino still stalemating. Wentz goes to the ground. Referees will stop play. And it will be called a hold against Delaware Tech. We have some technical difficulties with our cameras. We'll try to get that resolved as soon as we can. In the meantime, it will be a shot by Peterson, goes wide. Tatum to the middle. Brennan right in front of the net, completely uncovered. And he is able to slam it home for another Howard goal. Harmon, another quick win. Able to take that one away from McCrary. So it's going to be Bruno, Peterson, and Tracy for the midfield of Howard. Bruno cuts back towards goal. Finds Tracy. Tracy inside to Peterson. Peterson, shot, goal. And that was a good look by Tracy to find a wide open Peterson. Peterson, his 4th goal of the game. And Tracy picks up his 3rd point of the game. Well was able to win that one away for the Hawks, and they will get possession. Hawk loses that one. Taken away by Gladstone. Gladstone tried to pass it across, and a good job by Dalpy to scoop up the ground ball. And he will settle it down. Still working on the camera, looking towards the Delaware Tech goal to fix. We'll try to get that set up again as soon as we can. Pass across as Tatum could not shoot or find the net from close range. He just missed the net. It was Peterson who passed it to him on the back post. And Tatum looked for sure like he was going to put that one in and just couldn't quite find the cage. Zajac from behind the net finds Tatum. Shot by Bruno, and that one will go just wide. Bruno, his shot goes off the post. Zajac picks it up. Bruno trying to take on his man and ends up giving it up. Bruno will now take on Nyandemo. Good switch on the defense by Delaware Tech to force Bruno away from goal. Gives it off to Brennan. Brennan, no way to shoot that one. Dalpy fakes the pass, now gives it up to Peterson. Peterson tried a quick shot, and that is saved on the bouncer. Delaware Tech trying to get across. And a loose ball hold against the Dragons as Crisilla able to get possession. Crisilla goes all the way in, gives it off, shot by Tice, saved by Peterson. As Peterson is just getting that save percentage way up so far in this game. Just padding his numbers at this point. Inside, that pass checked away, trying to save it on the far side is Christie, and he's able to do so. Flips it up into the air. And tipped out of bounds by Gladstone. It will be Delaware Tech ball. Passed up to Dennis, but taken away by Ferguson. Good play by Bryce Ferguson. Gets it back. Ferguson had nothing but open net in front of him, and his entire team was just begging him to take a shot, and he decides not to. His team wanted to see the long pole defenseman go for the shot, but in the end, keeps possession for the Dragons. Certainly can't complain about that one. Tracy. Bruno, low shot, and he finds the back of the net. Tracy gets another assist. Harmon flips it backwards, and Rubling is there to scoop it up for the Dragons, and here goes Rubling. Tracy takes on his man, goes for the high shot, and he scores it in as they caught the Hawks napping on that one. And the Dragons just piling it on now, 13-1 midway through the second quarter. So Tracy gets his hat trick. Comes the second player on the team to get a hat trick, and now up to 5 points on the day. It'll be Savino and Wentz. Savino tries to flip him back to himself. Wentz just knocks him over, and a push will be called against Wentz, and it will be Delaware Tech getting possession. Rogers and Minnick putting a lot of pressure on Nyandamo. Tice gets around Connors. Holding onto the stick is Tice, but that one was not seen by the referees. Shot goes wide. That pass goes well over the intended mark, and that will be a violation on the Hawks. Howard will go quick with it. Dalpy, shot saved by Christie. Really good save by Seacrest, and now it's going to be going the other way. Pass across by Tyson, that doesn't find Christie. As they're trying to get the fast break opportunity on the Dragons, and just missed being able to connect on that. Zajac finds Peterson. And that will allow the Howard defensive players to get off, as Peterson will be joined by Stratmeyer and Tracy. Stratmeyer. Tatum, shot, goal. Stratmeyer with the assist. And a really good pass by by Stratmeyer, but Tatum just let that one fly with authority, and Howard makes it a 14-1 lead. 6:17 left in the second quarter. Howard ahead 14-1. Slack picks it up. Inside, that one is snagged away. An ill-informed pass by Bruno, taken away by Seacrest. And Bruno will settle things down for Howard. This is Bruno. Gives up to Tracy. Tracy tries a behind the back shot, saved by Seacrest. Passed off quickly. As Sapp trying to get away from his man. Sapp could get pushed out by Tracy, but is able to get it away just in time. Hawks now will try the other side of the field, but that pass goes wide. As Arthurs couldn't find his teammate on the long pass. Zajac. And Zajac able to give it up to Peterson, and Peterson scores another one. For Peterson, now his 5th goal of the game. Zajac gets the assist, his 2nd of the game. Wentz and Wells. Minnick comes in and is able to shield the Hawks player away. Strong play by him. And it will be Ferguson who gets the ground ball for Howard and another possession. Stratmeyer finds Bruno. Bruno cuts it back to the middle. His shot goes wide. Tatum. Inside, bounce shot, goal. Caleb Tatum finds the bottom left corner on the bouncer. And for Tatum, he gets a hat trick. He joins the hat trick club of the Dragons. The 3rd Howard player to get 3 goals in the game. And it is now 16-1. Harmon flips it back to himself, wins another one. Now Harmon gets around all the green shirts. Slack looking for somewhere to go with it. As the Fogo trio will now start to get off one by one. Talbot to Tracy. Stephen Talbot now will run forward. Just bulldozes through his man, but a ward will be called on Talbot. He was just too strong on the play. Running forward with the ball is Haig. And he's able to get it off. Pass across to Crisilla. Taking on Slack. Crisilla into the middle and taken away by Gladstone. Ball still rolling around. Gladstone picks it up. Gladstone with a shot. Goal! Connor Gladstone rifles it in. And everyone loves when a long pole is able to shoot and score. And Gladstone will take a break after that run, and Nick Pinto will go into the defense for him. Harmon had to run off the field, get rid of his stick, and we'll find a new one. So it'll be Savino and Harmon. Still holding it down. Savino flips it up. Harmon trying to pick it up, still can't get it. Tries a third time, and he takes a shot out of bounds, but it will go off of the Dragons and be a Delaware Tech ball. An ill-informed pass there as Dakota Barker came off the bench. Parker has it knocked free. But Howard will get it forward. Minnick to Tatum. Tatum with the shot off of the post. Minute 30 left in the second quarter. Howard trying to add one more to their tally. Talbot making a run forward. Stick is broken by Crisilla. Howard temporarily with a man-up opportunity. Tracy, his shot saved by Sechrist. And with the ball going out, it will allow the referees the opportunity to have the broken stick be discarded. Tracy to the middle. Dalpy tries to flip one over his head, saved by Sechrist. Pass dropped there, picked up by Brennan. Into the middle, Dalpy shot, score. So Dalpy puts in his second. Brennan another assist. His second. Dragons do now lead 18-1 in this first half. Rogers picks up the ground ball, flips it forward to Slack. 35 seconds left. Howard will look to add another one. Peterson finds Stratmeyer. Stratmeyer running forward with it. Dodges, goes left with it, looking for the top left corner, and it goes wide. Tatum gets hooked around the neck, And the flag will be down on that one. So it will just be a holding call against Jaden Arthurs. And Howard will get a 30-second man up. But with just 3 seconds left in the second quarter, the Dragons will let it run out and get the free possession to start the second half when we come back. Halftime intermission, Dragons lead 18-1 over the Hawks. We are back here in the Dragon's Lair of Columbia, Maryland, where the #2 nationally ranked Howard Community College Dragons have an 18-1 halftime lead over Delaware Tech, the #8 team in the country. And Howard will start the second half with a man-up opportunity for just 27 seconds as they're going to try to move through quickly. Dalpy, that pass into the dirt, and will go out. Nine seconds left on the penalty. And that is going to be checked away by Rubling. Rubling will get it across. Tatum, his shot goes high. So a 30-second penalty will be put on Brandon Tice. And Howard will put in the power play goal with the last seconds of the power play counting down as Tatum puts it in. So it's going to be Wells and Wentz in the middle after Tatum's man-up goal to make it a 19-1 Howard lead. Bodies flying everywhere. And yet, and Dennis picks it up as it looks like there's an injury behind the play for the Hawks. Play will continue. Dennis still going forward, trying to use his size to just muscle his way into the Howard goal. He will pass off, and that will, it's not 60 seconds left. Oh, and the referees just missed that one as they didn't see the shot clock. There was still over 60 seconds left. It should not have gone to the Dragons, and now they will have a conference. As that illegal procedure for going across midfield only will count under 60 seconds on the shot clock. So referees will figure out where possession will go in this one, and they will give it to Howard as it is just considered essentially a jump ball, and it goes to possession, and the Dragons felt bad about it and decided to just turn it over and give it right back, apparently. Hawks trying to get the clear and caught a break there. Dragons couldn't pick it up as Bregan Sullivan was fighting for position. Going across the line for the Hawks is Haig, and another flag will go down. So we basically had no flags for the entire first half. There was just one in the last seconds, and now we've got multiple flags as the referees have decided to get more involved in this game. So a penalty on each team as a slashing penalty on Haig. And then Dakota Parker got called for the pushing penalty, and his will be for 30. Excuse me, both penalties were on the Dragons. That's as Peterson will get a piece of that one. And another save for Peterson as he just continues to get it done for Howard. As the first penalty is released, Howard still man down after being 2 men down on there and able to still not allow the goal. Slack to Bruno. Bruno trying to find somewhere to go with it. He'll go for the shot, and that goes wide. Still 15 seconds left on the Rubling penalty. 10, 9, 8, as Dewey Schoenfelder is in there, and he will give it up to Peterson. 4, 3, 2, 1, release. And now both teams are back to even as the Dragons able to kill off the 2-man power play. Thanks to another big save by Chris Peterson. Dalpy tried a shot there, blocked off. And another flag is down. Dalpy passes across, shot, and we'll see if this counts as the flag is down, but I believe the referees will count it as it looks like the penalty would be against Delaware Tech. So Tatum, it would put into a wide open net thanks to the efforts of Zane Dalpy. So the flag will be waved off on the goal, and it will be a 20-1 Howard lead. So we did get word that Brody McMillan, number 54, did take over in between the pipes for the Hawks at halftime, and he has been in there ever since as Wentz picks it up. Wentz will go in, shot, goal! Zach Wentz just does it himself. Nobody else touches the ball. For Wentz, his 3rd goal of the season. So the same two will go at it again. This time Wells looks like he's going to get the better, but he gets pushed from behind, and that will be a win for Wells. Fuchs has it pop out of his stick with Rogers all over him. Rogers knocks it out again. The ball is out of play, and it will be the Dragons' possession. Great defensive play from Evan Rogers. That pass by Peterson just gets to Tracy. As Howard had too many men in the offensive zone. Offsides, now it's going to be the Hawks going back in, but a late hit as Crisilla was knocked down on the shot. But Chris Peterson with another great save. So it's going to be an unnecessary roughness penalty on Jackson Loftus. And it will be a 1-minute penalty. Wind picking up here in Columbia. It's been a beautiful day out, but now the clouds rolling a little bit, some extra wind coming across. Hawks looking to take advantage of the man-up opportunity. They couldn't cash in on the 2-man-up last time. Shot saved again as that shot by Crisilla, perhaps a little bit forced, and a huge hit by Crisilla on Slack, and Slack will just stand up and take it like a man. So it looks like it will be 5-on-5 lacrosse here after this penalty is assessed. So it'll be an illegal body check by Crisilla, and it'll be a 1-minute penalty for him. So Slack able to get off on his own power, and good to see that he is healthy, getting checked out by the trainers just in case for the magnitude of the hit. But as I said, we are 5-on-5 for the next 40 seconds or so. Shot by Dalpy in the middle. What a pass there by Brennan. So the penalty will be taken away on the Dragons goal. So the Hawks penalty will be taken away on the goal by Howard. And now Delaware Tech will be a timeout for Howard. We will take a timeout as well. Howard ahead, 22-1 over Delaware Tech. .954 left in the third quarter as the Hawks will get another chance at being a man up with 29 seconds left on the Loftus penalty. Wells flips it forward past Harmon, and Wells able to get it nice with it, but now the ball gets knocked loose, bouncing around, and Loftus picks it up.
7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, 0.
And quick shot and goal. So Hawks finally are able to take care of the man-up opportunity, getting it just at the end as Crisilla set up Connor Christie, and it will be a 22-2 Howard lead now.
My throat's getting irritated. Do you mind taking
Gets the face-off under a ton of pressure. He's got green shirts chasing him everywhere, but is able to get it to an attackman. Bruno looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Tatum. Tatum looking for Schoenfelder on the backside. Pass got knocked away, but Stratmeyer trying to pick it up. Still trying to pick it up. And it is going to be Peterson who helps him out to get it. 15. Peterson across that pass off the mark as he tried to go for a little bit of fancy look there. The no-look pass across the field. This is Nyandamo. He's able to get across. Gets around another man as Bruno can't catch up with him. Pass across. Christie couldn't catch it cleanly. Gladstone. He's going to try his luck again. It's shot, and that goes wide. Gladstone, who's already got one in the game, was feeling it there. Went for a second one. Dalby shoved off the ball. Peterson tried to get it, but it is going to be taken out. And it will be Delaware Tech ball. And not sure what happened there as Haig was trying to pass it. Oh, and his stick broke on the pass. Oh, bad time, bad luck there. And Howard will take possession again. Peterson. Bounces a pass to Dalby. Dalby was looking for a wide open Brennan, but couldn't catch it. It will now be Peterson to the middle. Force that one. But Dragon's able to get it right back. Howard with a new shot clock will reset. Brennan now, Peterson picks up a double team, flips it to Brennan. Now it's Brennan with the double team. Dalby with the shot and goal as Delaware Tech tried to put the pressure on a little bit more with the double team, and Howard just moved the ball quicker as Dalby puts it in. Brennan with the assist. Dragons ahead 23-2. Dalby his fourth goal of the game. Brennan his fourth assist. Savino and Harmon. And it's going to be flipped forward, and it's going to be Demo. Comes away with it for the Hawks. Tice trying to pass it over, but just too much pressure from the Dragons. And the penalty will now be obsessed. As Harmon will get called for a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So Harmon called for the 30-second penalty, and Delaware Tech with another man-up opportunity. Dennis. Crisella. Back to Dennis. Finds Christie. Christie with the shot, and he scores. So Christie scores, Dennis the assist. And Delaware Tech now 2 of 3 in man-up opportunities in this quarter. Scrum still in the middle. Ball still just hanging there. Bodies flying around, and Savino comes away with it. Good strength from him as he was taking hits left and right, but able to stay upright with the ball in his stick. Tice loses that one, and Connor takes it away. Peterson flips it to the far side to Loftus. Finds Minnick, but Minnick can't make the catch. But Tatum is there to help out. Tried to get it to Dewey, Schoenfelder in the middle, but that pass is cut off. Good talk as Crisilla didn't see Ferguson coming at him. And another flag will be down on the Dragons. And we will see the Dragons go man down again. And another one. So Brennan gets the slashing penalty for 1 minute, but it looks like the Hawks may have just evened it out. So 1 minute penalty on both teams as Tice gets called for the unsportsmanlike conduct foul. So Brendan with the slash, Tice with the unsportsmanlike conduct, both for 1 minute, and we will be once again enjoying some 5-on-5 lacrosse. Tracy. Comes around the screen. Spin move inside. Tracy tries to pass across. Looking for Schoenfelder, and Schoenfelder falls into the crease, and that will be a turnover. Fuchs. Pass it across. Finds Crisilla. Crisilla gets it into the box. Christie with the shot and scores. So the penalty will be released for the Dragons, and that will be a man-up opportunity for Howard. And Wentz comes away with it for Howard. And a big one as they will now have 15 seconds with a man up, trying to see if they can make something of it.
10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release.
And Dragons won't push it as they will let the penalty run down. This is Bruno. Bruno, what a shot there! Max Bruno fires one into the corner of the net. So his second goal of the game, and Howard extends the lead back up to 24-4. Wentz wins another one. Passes it up quickly, but gives it away. Perhaps a little too quickly. As Sullivan intercepted that pass. Here comes Christie. His shot goes wide. This is Taylor. A low pass to Dennis, picked up by Niandamo. Loftus slides over to help. Tice working on Connor. Under a lot of pressure, ball goes out, but so does the flag, and it will be another penalty on the Dragons. So it'll be a technical foul, a 30-second hold penalty on Ferguson. After just one penalty called in the first half, 9 called in this third quarter alone. Christie. Dennis. Hawks trying to move the ball quickly. Christie on the back post is wide open and he hits the post. Peterson finds Brennan. Cutting across the middle, gets across. And Dalby will slow things down for the Dragons. Low to high shot goes too high. Tatum muscles his man down. Tracy finds Talbot. Talbot slips a little bit, but then is able to slip his man. He bounces one, but that one goes wide. Dalby trying to rush to get the backup and succeeds in doing so. 20 seconds left on the shot clock, 30 in the quarter. Dalby gives it up to Tatum. This is Tracy. Backs his man in. Still Tracy with 2 seconds left. Shot. And that is saved. And the referees are now saying that it was a shot clock violation, even though the shot had gotten off in time. But the ball will just be flipped down, and that will be the end of the quarter. So plenty of action in the third quarter, plenty of penalties, but it will be a 24-4 Howard lead. 15 minutes to play. We will take a break and be back with you. .45 minutes down, 15 to go here in Columbia, Maryland, as the Dragons look to close this one out as we have another goalie change for Delaware Tech, as Tyler Cipolla is now in there. And we will start off with a face-off violation. And Howard will get the free possession to start out the fourth quarter. Talbot takes on Haig. Talbot will try a long shot. That one goes off the post. And give credit of the save to Cipolla, who got a piece of that one. Tatum. Stratmeyer will try it. And that one will just get by Cipolla and go in. Cipolla, it sounded like he got a big piece of it, but it just managed to find its way into the net anyway. And Stratmeyer scores. That is his first of the game. And his 5th of the season. Harmon able to get possession for Howard as he flipped it to Rogers, and another faceoff win for the Dragons. They are now 22 of 32 from the circle in this game as Talbot tried to shoot. Saved by Sapola, but picked up by the Howard Dragons. Now it's Minnick. He's going to try one. That one's blocked away. Schoenfelder picks it up. Talbot drops it, but picks it up. He will now make a run, and that shot saved by Sapola, but it finds its way to Tatum, and Tatum will just pick it up and scoop it in. As the Hawks unable to clean up the trash in front of their net. For Tatum, his 6th goal of the game. Harmon tries to flip back to Ferguson. And Harmon able to pick it up. Harmon going at the goal. Terrence Harmon shot. Goal for Harmon. So Harmon becomes the 2nd Fogo to score today, as his fellow face specialist Wentz scored earlier. And for Harmon, it is his 2nd goal of the season. Harmon jumped a little early on that one. It's going to be a face-off violation on him. Crisella looking for Tice. It goes awry, but picked up by Taylor on the back end. Dennis comes around towards the middle. Gets off of Parker. Still Dennis. Still Dennis. He's just doing a full 360 around the cage. Shot by Tice. That one's going to go wide. The Hawks maintain possession. Christie inside, and that's going to be put in by Taylor. Three goals, 1 assist. No, 3 and 1. Harmon wins another one. That one tipped away. And man down for the Hawks, but turned away by Loftus. Now it's Loftus going the other way. Jackson Loftus goes for it, his shot, and that is going to be saved by Sapola. And that will give the Howard training staff an opportunity to attend to the injured player, Matt Haig. We'll take a break for the injury timeout. We are back in action here in Columbia as Delaware Tech has the ball. Tice. And there's a lot of physicality going on there between the two teams. As the two teams are called for fouls against each other, and Green will maintain possession. We were just informed during the break that number 9, Connor Christie of the Hawks, is now at 83 points for the season. The school record is 85, so he is just 2 points away from the program record for most points in a season. We'll certainly keep an eye on that for the Hawks. Tice able to slip through it. I don't know how. Flag is down again on the Dragons. That ball comes loose. And flag will be down to get another penalty against the Dragons. It's going to be a holding penalty on Tatum. So Tatum gets the penalty for holding, and it will be another Delaware Tech power play. This is Christie, number 7. Keep an eye on him. Pass it across. Dennis picks it up. His shot is saved by Peterson. Gladstone catch the pass, takes a shot in the back, but able to keep going. Gladstone still with it. He's going to try a shot again. Shot goal! Connor Gladstone with the man down goal and a second for the long pole in the game. So the Dragons still man down for 3 more seconds, which means it will be 3 versus 2 on this face-off. And Wentz able to get possession, and Howard will now get to even it up for personnel. Peterson finds Talbot in the middle. Talbot still going through. Flips over to Rogers. And Rogers will slow it down. This is the regular season finale for the Dragons. Playoffs start on Friday, April 29th, as they will head to CCBC Essex as that pass by Talbot off the mark. Picked up by Sapola. Shot by Nindamo goes wide. CCBC Essex hosting the Region 20 tournament this year, and the Dragons, number 2 in the country, number 2 seed in the tournament, will face off against those hosts, CCBC Essex. That will be on at 5 p.m. on Friday, April 29th at Essex. So Sion as Loftus is able to take this one. Loftus pushed out of bounds. The first game of the semifinals will be at 2 p.m. on Friday, and that will be the number 1 seed Hartford Fighting Owls against Anne Arundel. And with the winners of the 2 games facing off for the regional final, that will be on Sunday, May 1st at 1 p.m. All the information for watching, following those games can be found on the Dragons website at www.howardccdragons.com. As Christie, his shot saved by Peterson, and Pinto able to run it down and gets the backup off of the save by Peterson. Peterson, long pass up to a wide open Dakota Parker. Gets it to Dalpy, his shot awkwardly bounced and then picked up by Sapola, now going back the other way. Tice into the middle, his shot goes wide as he takes a huge shot on the follow through. And a flag will be down after the play is over. So it's going to be offsides on the Dragons as they had too many men in the defensive box, and Dakota Parker will be the one that will be assessed the penalty. So another man up for the Hawks. Christie to Priscilla. That pass gets away from Christie and picked up by Minnick. Ferguson, he's got wheels down the side of the field. Takes a big shot from Dennis. The ball comes out, but that actually turned out to be fortuitous for Howard as it goes to Tracy. Peterson finds Bruno at the top of the arc. Makes a move around. Bruno picks up a double team. Looking toward the middle. Schoenfelder was asking for the pass. Tracy tries to dump off the pass. Bruno trying to get it, but it's not there. Knocked away by Bruno as he reached out to knock it away, but Bruno is hurt. Oh, no. Oh, this is the last thing you want to see if you're a Dragons fan. And we will take a break for the injury timeout. Play will resume in this fourth quarter as Bruno able to walk off the field, signaling that he took a shot to the neck on that one, but appears to be okay. It will be Talbot to Tracy. Finds Peterson. That shot is saved by Sapola. Tatum picks up the rebound. Dalpy looking for Peterson, and that one is snagged out of the air by Sapola. And outlet pass by Sapola, taken away by Steve Talbot, and the Dragons will be right back to their attack. Talbot. Net. Good job by Steve Talbot. Earned the ball back and earned the right to take that shot. For Talbot, his first of the game. And fifth of the season. that one. Ferguson able to pick it up on the back end. Ferguson flips it over to Tatum. And Tatum will pull it all the way back to midfield as the Dragons will get their midfield in. Stratmeyer. Bruno with the shot, and he just snipes another one in. Max Bruno comes back after taking the injury and with authority puts it in to exact his revenge on the Hawks. Now a 30-5 Howard advantage. Wells picks this one up quickly. Shot by Christie. That one's going to be deflected wide. Crisilla to Nendemo. Able to stick his stick up high to snag that away. Another big save for Peterson, his 16th in the game. Parker gets it up to Schoenfelder. Talbot spins around Dennis, still trying to work his way through it. Tries to pass to Brennan, picked up by Dalpy. Dalpy wide. Tatum takes a couple shots there, but is able to hold on. Stratmeyer and Talbot playing a little two-man game. Now it's Stratmeyer. Spins inside. Gives off to Schoenfelder. Schoenfelder, the shot and goal! Stratmeyer to Schoenfelder. And Howard will call a timeout after that one. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break. Coming out of the timeout as the Dragons, with 4 minutes left in their regular season, and looking to finish it on a high note here. Harmon flips it back to himself and picks it up. Harmon will now try to turn the corner on Wells, and he will do just that. Gets it up to Schoenfelder. with the win. The Dragons will finish 9-2 in the regular season. And what can arguably be said is to be their best regular season in program history. Hit the #1 seed for the first time in program history. After losing to the now #1 seed Hartford, they are down to the #2 seed, #2 rank, but that can all change when the Region 20 tournament comes up, as the Maryland tournament will have the top 3 teams in the country all in together, along with Anne Arundel, who's the #6 team in the country, as that tournament will be must-see TV, as the Dragons look like they're just going to let the shot clock run out, and Bruno will roll it to the corner. Passed up by Arthurs. Wells has it checked out of him, but an off-ball push will be called against the Dragons. Tice gets it to Christie, who is wide open, but he took his eyes off the ball as he was looking to shoot before he had the pass. Christie able to get it back, though. Christella back to Christie. Taylor, and that pass will go well high. And will be a turnover for Delaware Tech. Dragons can't quite hold it out, as the shot clock is at 65, and there's still a minute and a half left, but have to imagine they're just going to hold on to it for that full 60 seconds left here and just take another shot clock violation. Dragons, after today, have scored 202 goals on the year. Nice little benchmark for them to score over 200 in a regular season, especially against the high level of competition that they've faced all year long. They've taken on basically every single team in the top 10 national ranking, and including a game against Army Prep, who is proven to be one of the top ones. They've beaten basically every junior college team in the nation. As the shot clock will run down. And we have 20 seconds left. Flipped up. One more try for Delaware Tech, but time will run out, and that will do it. So the Dragons will take the game 31-5. They'll finish the regular season 9-2, and they will get ready for the Region 20 tournament, which again will take place. The semifinals on Friday, April 29th at 5 p.m. at CCBC Essex. We hope to see you there or watching along. Thank you for watching us all season long. It's been a fun one here in Columbia, Maryland, as the Dragons will start their playoff run starting